What's up, guys, and welcome to another video, and let's get ready to wake up and react to another episode of Hunter x Hunter, episode 79. Stop. I feel like this cat needs to leave. Anyway, last time, oh, I'm getting anxious. Last time, the whole thing with the ants, she's creating more and more. They're starting to learn more about our, I guess you could say, like, our social norms, our cultural norms, like just world norms in general. Like they're just learning more about the way we think, the way we do things, like war and soldiers. This turtle specifically is the one who brought that up, which I'm kind of worried about. I'm hoping that they don't actually get greedy. Just keep it about a food source, but don't get greedy about your food source, and don't get greedy about wanting to, like, don't make it about anything other than your food, please. Just, I don't want to see them, because they're pretty, like, I don't want to say, does this make sense, like almost innocent right now, and I don't want to see them corrupted or to give in to that corruption. I what is that noise? Because then I can't really defend them anymore, you know? But yeah, so, anything else? I think that's it. So, yeah. Other than that, let's jump into the reaction, guys. It just makes the most sense to me. I just think because they're chimeras and because she has some sort of control, I think, over maybe like what physical qualities they take from um her prey. I just think obviously she can't control personality types, but physical features and things like that. I don't know, man. And they're reading books. I mean, there's got to be a book in there somewhere that talks about Nen. I'm just worried. I I just think they're gonna keep progressing. Not and not in just like one way. I don't mean just physically they're gonna progress, because I do think that they are going to progress significantly, physically enhanced. Um, but I think that they're going to be developing just like everything, dude, everything about their way of life, the way that they think. Like they're just gonna learn so much more, so then they're gonna be able to apply themselves that much, that much more. I just and more efficiently too. This thing right now, though, that they're this little road bump that they have, this conflict, that this internal conflict, this is a problem. I mean, I think this is something that humanity even struggles with a lot. You know, they're putting their personal interests above the their like, this is all about survival, right? Yeah, they're putting their personal interests above the survival of them all, of the group as a whole. I mean, this is so stupid. You're gonna end up destroying themselves unless they can figure out a way to overcome this. I just see this. I just see a lot of just like this descent into madness. I just think I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, are we gonna have like different factions forming? You're gonna have these sadistic fucks go off on their own and try to build their own empire, maybe, which is like taking over the world, or what's gonna happen? Like, I just feel like that might end up happening now. The more I see this, like, maybe it won't be the king that is sadistic. Maybe it'll be, or like crazy, whatever. It'll be this other faction. And maybe he'll have to learn how to, like, maybe he'll end up working together with humans, like Kilo and Gon, to take them out. Like, we're gonna have good ants and bad ants. As you can see, I think there are good and bad ants. Like the Colt, that's his name, right? Colt. I should write that down, because I'll probably forget. Cult. I think Cult is going to be one of those people who I think he's going to step up as a leader and try to communicate with certain humans, like maybe Gon and Killua and Kite, um, and seek out maybe their guidance because they know a lot more. He's right now. They still have a pretty narrow view of the world and the way that it works. I mean, they're starting to learn more. Like, what did that koala say? He said, "No hope." He said, "Learn your place." Who you don't know? What do you mean, learn your place? You don't even know how the world works. What are you talking about? This is what I mean. They don't have like the whole picture yet, but I feel like once they do, that's when they're going to be able to develop more, prepare more, to take on these humans with Nen, which I think they're going to have to eventually, obviously, because Gon and Killua and Kite are coming. They're not. I'm scared now because this koala, I think he saw that happen. And so now, if he shares that information with the rest of them, it's not like you can come in there with the element of surprise if they are aware that you have these like powers, which I mean they're not like powers, but you know what I mean. I don't think that they're not gonna know what Nen is, so they'll just say like abilities, enhanced physical abilities or whatever, right? Um, if they're prepared for that, you guys lose that element of surprise. I mean, you might be screwed. These ants already, I think, are proving to be a formidable force. I just I'm so scared, dude. I know these ants are about to level up, and I don't know. Like, I just don't know what they are gonna be. What um our protagonists, Gon, Killua, and Kite? I don't know if they're gonna be able to stop them. I don't know if what they are capable of is gonna be enough. I'm so worried. I'm so freaking worried. It's not going to be enough. I don't even know what like I'm so confused now on how this is gonna go. I need to see where this king lies. I mean, he's gonna come out innocent, naive. He's gonna come out like a blank slate. And I mean, he'll have, maybe not though. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they come out with these personalities already decided for them by her. I wonder if she has any say in that. Now I'm starting to question that. I don't know. We haven't really seen that though. We haven't seen much of like how they are when they first come out versus like how they've developed after being out there. I mean, I want to know like you know how we saw like the cheetah, the one who I said kind of looks like a female Hisoka. They're sadistic, but I don't know if they came out that way or if it was something that happened as they experienced more and more out in the world. They did say that they got some enjoyment out of seeing the humans run around like that, but there are others who were not saying that and clearly who are like against it and like Cult, for example. So I don't know. It might depend. I don't know. It might depend on the person that you ate. Because Cult, that kid that he was made from, was pretty. Um, I don't know. Like he was a good kid. He was. He reminds me of Captain America, like a little superhero. He was. He wanted to be a protector, a provider. I mean, that's what he is now for his queen, at least. So I do think there is something to be said about them taking on the qualities of the human they were made from. Or even the animals, like the cheetah. I mean, that is a predator. So that might have some influence over the personality. You know, saying that they enjoy the thrill, the chase. I mean, th- th- there are qualities that she's taking on, I think, from the cheetah and also whatever else she was made from. I mean, she looked like she was part bug too, so and other things. I don't know, dude. I'm just like, am I making any sense? Am I just rambling on at this point? I'm trying to. But anyway, what I want to say about the king is, I want to know if he's gonna come out an asshole, a good person, or like this blank slate where I just don't know. Like, I'm starting to think that they do come out with a certain personality type, but of course, it's nature and nurture. Like, your personality can be warped based on personal experiences. Um, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Fingers crossed he's not this, you know, villain. Hopefully he's not, you know, twisted. And then again, the queen. Like, where is this new queen gonna be at? Like, is there gonna be where the king's on one side, like the good or bad side, and the queen's on the other? You know, I don't know. I mean, she's just supposed to be making babies, but then again, since their society has developed so much so far, I don't know if the queen's just gonna end up being, you know, a baby making machine. I just don't think that's another thing. I'm like, I don't know if what am I trying to say? She might develop or want to take on more or do more because of the fact that their society has developed so much. You know, I don't think like these ants are not like this village that they're taking humans from. You know, they're more modern. I think they're gonna start, you know, developing their own technology. They are a threat now. I feel like they're becoming a threat. This is no longer just about to a lot of them, it seems. It's no longer just about food. It's about power. They giving into their darker their darker desires. You know, like torturing people, playing with their prey. Um, that is what we've seen so far. I'm sure more is gonna come out of that. What the fucking koala said. Learn, know your place. What in the food chain? Probably is what he meant, but I don't know, dude. Their egos are growing. This is such a bad sign, dude. This is so bad. This is so bad. I'm talking too much. I'm talking too much. What was I trying to say? What was that last point I was making? Um, I don't even know what I just said. Fuck. Remember what you just said. Yeah, I said they're a threat. Yeah. Because it's no longer just about food and like continuing your line. You're doing this. I think they're killing more people than necessary to survive, and that's the problem. That that was the first problem, and then the second one is the reason that they're doing that is because they're kind of their minds are warped. Question is to me, why are some of them like that and others are not? Does it have to do with what they're made of or what? Like I don't know. Anyway, um, my mom asked me this question the other day. She was like, "Why are you so sensitive when and your siblings aren't when you grew up with the same parents?" And I'm like, I mean, yeah, maybe we grew up in the same household, but like not every person is the same. My brain is not the same as theirs. Like I first of all, I have anxiety disorders. They don't. Okay? Like and also just because we may have grew up with the same parents doesn't mean that we had the same experiences outside of this household. You know, so maybe it has something to do with that. Like, yeah, maybe this is the thing, they're all made up of different prey, but like there could have been another cheetah that was made that turned out just fine. I don't know. Like, what determines whether they turn out evil or not? I don't know. That's my question. And I don't know if they're going to talk about that or not. Maybe that's not important, but I don't know. Something I was just thinking about because when she asked me that question, I was kind of like, I didn't know how to answer it at first. I mean, I wondered it myself, but yeah. Anyway, um, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you guys want full reactions, you can catch that on my Patreon. Other than that, I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and I'll catch you in the next reaction.